Hey guys, everybody, Rick here. Welcome back to another video. Welcome back to another movie review. Today I watched Black Adam in theaters and it was good, although it wasn't everything we were promised, but it definitely wasn't as bad as everyone in the entire world is making it out to be. Trying not to go into spoilers just yet, this movie was a fun movie. The first two acts of this movie I was unironically enjoying, thinking what everyone was talking about. The story at the start wasn't as boring as I thought it would be. In fact, I was fine with it being there. It didn't take anything away from the movie, and it gave reason as to why not only Teth Adam was there, but also why this crown that everyone wants to get is so important, which makes sense for Teth Adam to be released. The movie from there played its other acts through as just one fun movie. Black Adam destroying everything in slow-mo with great music scenes, Black Adam going up against the Justice Society, the comedy thrown around surprisingly working for me. I was surprised to see the comedy in this movie, an area I thought would bring this movie way down, but fortunately it actually works in this movie. I thought it would be a lot darker, but the comedy of course lightened the mood, but not to the point where it was ruined. This movie as well looked beautiful with a great setting, some beautiful cinematography at times. However, the editing used in this movie could get a bit choppy, which took away from this element, unfortunately. The characters in this movie were so cool as well. The Justice Society was handled perfect. I'm a big Dr. Fate fan, and he was made perfectly in this movie. Pierce Brosnan did an amazing job as the character, and the costume design is all over. The VFX in this movie were amazing, although I can't really say the same for the CGI, which is disappointing. But now that I've got these small little nitpicks out of the way, let's talk about what really let this movie down for me. The third act. I was watching this movie and was kind of intrigued by the story. It made sense and was cool to have this anti-hero step up for the people he is protecting. I was fine with having the rest of the movie just being Black Adam destroying everything in his path and the Justice Society battling him. It's really the best part of the movie. However, in Act 3, they decided to go deeper into this story, which is a bad one. Usually this wouldn't be a big deal if they didn't make it so damn confusing. By this third act, Black Adam's origin made absolutely no sense because they poked at it way too much. It would have been better if they just left it alone. The villain's origin story as well was also really confusing. It made no sense. I was so confused. It looked like I was having a trip. It didn't feel real. And also the villain didn't really need to be there. It was weird. I'm fine with fun movies having a storyline as long as they don't take it too seriously, because that in the end is what ultimately can destroy the movie for me. Black Adam had that going. It was fine. It didn't take the story too seriously, just enough. We understand like what Black Adam's doing. It's cool. But then they were like, all right, well, time to make this as depressing as we possibly can make it. Not that it was sad, I just felt sad after I watched it. It seemed like Black Adam was doing the right thing, you know, having the small story at the start and letting the fun begin until the third act. It just took it way too seriously. It kind of made the movie suck, but it's still not as bad as everyone has been making it out to be. This bad story shouldn't have taken away the beauty of this movie. I feel bad for Dwayne Johnson because this was like his passion project. It took years for this movie to be released, and he fought so hard for what he did. It's sad to see this movie fail. He was so excited. But anyway, it's time to get into some spoilers. So it is spoilers time. I suggest you do not watch the rest of this video if you haven't seen the movie yet, because it is definitely worth the experience. So spoilers in 3, 2, 1. You were warned. Daddy's back. Yes, we have no one else to thank except for the guy from Fortnite himself, The Rock. Dwayne went behind DC's back to get the post-credit scene he and everyone else wanted. He went straight to Warner Brothers, the White Wolf himself, and said, screw these guys, let's make this happen. And it did, and it was awesome. And now I cannot wait for everyone who said they wanted the S-Man back to start complaining about how bad Henry Cavill Superman is. Yay. But besides all of that, there were some more spoilers I wanted to talk about, like how they killed Dr. Fate, why he died so that Hawkman didn't die. It was stupid. Why did they do that? I mean, if they didn't, they probably wouldn't have got Superman, but they maybe would have. I don't really know. Dr. Fate saw the future for everyone, but dang it, he died, and he was really cool, and I think he was played really well. But anyway, that was my honest review of Black Adam. Was it as bad as everyone is saying? No, absolutely not. Was it as good as we were promised? Unfortunately not, so I am giving this one a 6 out of 10, and it is unfortunately closer to a 5 than a 7, but that is going to do it for this video. If you guys enjoyed it, then please do leave a like, subscribe, and until then, goodbye.